Hello, I'm Kylie. I'm a senior here. Um, my question concerns the fostering of an inclusive environment here on campus in regards to the LGBTQ community. As a follow-up from the discussion that began at the end of last semester, as administrators, what have you done or what are you doing to support this community and foster an inclusive atmosphere in a way that students will be able to observe and also participate in?
Well, I think the answer is quite a bit. We've been in touch with Fair Wisconsin, which is a good resource group here in this state on LGBT issues, and then have also consulted our own sense of where we should be on this issue. And I was surprised, and I give credit particularly to Student Affairs, the amount of things now that have been put in place as resources and programming and ways, I think, to say to people who fit under the rubric of LGBT that you too are a part of this university and should and feel welcome. And as I've always said, that our goal has to be that each of our students feel that this university is their university. Now, I could go through a list, if you'd enjoy, of all the different things, but I was really impressed by seeing what had been accomplished through conversations with a variety of people in the Marquette community, as well as the Fair Wisconsin people, who really were concerned about this, felt we could do better, and offered helpful advice on how we might do better. I think we've come a ways since we basically, one of the things that happened fairly early on my watch was the Gay-Straight Alliance. And in some ways that's morphed into a LGBT group and resource. And at the time it seemed fairly radical. I suspect to most of you it would seem a fairly tame sort of venture. I do think the world has changed and is still changing in this whole area. While it remains a hot button issue, when I talk to our older alums, I'm definitely aware of their sensitivities here. But I will say that younger people look on it quite differently, and a lot of middle-aged people also, because they know and work with and are friends with people who fit under one or other of those categories. The world is changing. And I think the biggest element of that is the fact that instead of thinking of people that are homosexual as, well, they've somehow chosen to be that way, to realize that no, they are born that way. Presumably, if you're a religious person, you would say then this is of God. God, they're born in the image and likeness of God like everyone else. So that puts a different face on things, because then you can't jump out of your own skin. You are who you are, and then I think increasingly we understand that and know that that's the state of affairs, and I think about this and realize that if this is the case, they join the rest of us in expecting and deserving the respect and regard of everyone in the human family. So that, I think, is kind of at the bottom of all of this, and so Marquette needs to rise to that challenge. It remains a hot button issue in our society, so we're not going to be the solution and the savior to every issue in this area. But I do think our society is significantly changing. I think we see it on a lot of different fronts. And some of us may shake our heads at this, but I think basically we will learn here, as we're learning slowly in lots of other areas, to live together better with one another. Does that help?